Today in this lecture we will study about isomerism. So two or more compounds having same molecular formula but different physical and chemical properties are called isomers, and this phenomenon is known as isomerism. So this is the example with molecular formula C5H12 but having different structural formula. So these are different structures having same molecular formula and different names. So that's why these three compounds have different physical and chemical properties. So in classification there are three structural isomerism. First is chain, second is position, and third is geometrical isomerism. So in chain isomerism, when the same molecular formula represents two or more compounds which differ in the length of carbon chain without altering the position of double or triple bond, then the isomerism is said to be chain isomerism. Example is, in this the position of double bond is same with numbering, okay, but that show state chain, that show the branching from third, and that show the branching from second, but the position of double bond is same. C5H10 is the same molecular formula and same position of this one double bond having different structures. So these are different isomers related to chain, and we can say that is different with the chain or branching, but position is same. So that's why this is a example of chain isomerism. Second is position isomerism. The isomerism in this case differ with respect to the position of the double bond and triple bond. So you can see this is example of butene C4H8. The position of double bond is first in this case, and in this case is second. What's their molecular formula is same. So but1-ene and but2-ene are different compounds, okay, with same molecular formula. So that's why we say these are two isomers related to different with the position. So these are position isomers. This is also the one of the example, okay, related with triple bond. Next is alkyl group or radical. So it is obtained by removing one hydrogen atom from a molecule of an alkene. So this is general formula of alkene. When we remove one hydrogen from this formula, so that will become CnH2n plus 1. Okay. So from alkene we derive the alkyl group. Example is, this is the ethane and removal of one hydrogen, that we say ethyl. So in this form we can write also ethane, removal of one hydrogen, CH3 CH2 or C2H5. This is ethyl group, this is also ethyl group. Examples of some common alkyl groups, okay, with N1, this is methyl group, open structure is this one, that we say methyl. This is ethyl, open structure is this ethyl. Next is propyl, and if the chain is state continuous, this group we say N-propyl, and branching from second carbon, okay, and linkage showing from second carbon, that we say isopropyl. And in 4 C4H9 there are three types of alkyl group. First is simple normal butyl, N-butyl, second is isobutyl, and third is secondary butyl or 2-degree butyl. Next, this is the fourth part of with N equal to 4. This is also we say tertiary butyl, linkage from that carbon which contains 3 alkyl group, so that we say tertiary butyl. Next is the important part of the organic chemistry. Before naming, you must know about the functional group and their structures and their namings as a prefix or suffix. So what is functional group? A functional group is an atom or a group of atoms which impart characteristics, properties to the organic compound. For example, an alcohol has its properties due to the functional group OH. So this alkyl group when showing with the function group OH, so that show the properties of alcohol. And acid owes its properties due to the functional group, this one carboxylic group. So this is the example of acetic acid. Okay, and we can say or understand with the simple way, this is the methane, and after removal of hydrogen, this is the methyl part. So in place of hydrogen, addition of OH, that is a derivative of alkane, methane. So we can say methane ol, or simply methyl alcohol. This is the simple name and this is the IUPAC name. Next, these are the different function group and some common or important function group, okay, that you have a need to study and learn about their structures and name as a prefix or suffix. So first we take alkene. So alkene word is related to with word root alk, and is a ane is showing the simple single bond linkage between the carbon in main chain. Okay, so alkene showing the double bond presence, unsaturated hydrocarbons. Alkyne show the triple bond. Okay, and used as a suffix in the last of the word root, we use as ane for single bond, ene for double, and ine for triple. Next are halides. When with alkyl group, halo group are attached, fluoro, chloro, bromo, iodo. These are the structures representation, and we used as a prefix names fluoro, chloro, bromo, iodo. We don't use these as a suffix. Alcohol is OH group. Function group is represented with OH. This is open structure, and as a prefix we can use it as a hydroxy, but as a suffix, as a function group, we use the word ol. And for aldehyde we use formyl as a prefix. Okay, and for function group as a suffix we use al. For acid or carboxylic acid we use a carbonyl carboxyl as a prefix, and this is open structure, and as a main suffix or function group in the last of the naming we use weak acid. For ketone, this is a condensed form of ketone, and this is the open form of ketone. We use the suffix on for ketone. And for ether, alkoxy part is related with ether, and this is the representation actually of ether, and this is the ethereal oxygen. So for that we use alkoxy, like alkoxy alkane. This is a UPC name. Amino amines, derivative of nitrogen, ammonia. So when one hydrogen is replaced, that ammonia is converted into amine group. So this is the amine group. So these can be different with the linkage with the different alkyl groups. So this part we say amino part as prefix and amine as a suffix. This is nitro group, open structure, and as a prefix we use nitro. Sulfonic acid, so this is open structure and we use sulfonic acid. So before word root we use as a prefix, and after the word root we use our function group as a main suffix. So this is the table. You read this table and revise this table and try to understand the structures of each of function group. Okay, so next topic will be related to IUPAC naming nomenclature. So for nomenclature or naming, this table of understanding these function group is much important. Okay, so revise this table, learn this table. Okay, as a prefix fix names, all these you have a need to study. Okay, thanks, have a nice day.